Hey everybody, and welcome this week to Employee of the Month. No, not the hilarious Dane Cook and Dax Shepard movie from 2006, but the horror game from 2022 where you played the closing shift at a convenience store as a clerk. It's actually pretty fun. We're going to be talking about a lot here because there's a fair bit to cover in a game like this, which you might not think, but it's been out for a couple years now, and I think I can make for a good playthrough of this game. We're going to be playing through the entirety of it, and only a few times, but here at the beginning, I'm going to be quiet so that we can hear the introductory sequence. There's a few important bits to the story to hear here at the beginning. So anyway, we're going to be starting a new game, and I'm going to be quiet for about a minute.
Hey, something's come up. Would you mind taking the late shift tonight? Thanks. I knew I could count on you to pull through. Come by around 11. I'll meet you out front. Look, I know this is short notice, especially for your first day, but we really need someone for the late shift. Davey had to go to the hospital and Claire quit unexpectedly. I can't stick around because I got dinner plans, but I can help you over the phone if you need some motivation. We never get customers past 8 p.m., but I like to keep the place open till about 3 a.m. just in case, you know. Keep an eye on the CCTV screens around the place, in case anybody actually swings by. To keep yourself from dozing off, I wrote up a list of tasks. They're pretty straightforward, nothing too out of your paycheck. Oh, and some advice for the late hours. First, don't open any padlocked doors. You ain't getting paid to go in there. Secondly, the dumpsters are just across the car park. Don't take too long taking out the trash. It's a nice neighborhood, but it's best not to get stuck out in the dark for too long. Third, if the lights go out, the breaker switch is in amongst the shelves in the warehouse. Not my idea, but whatever, I ain't an electrician. Lastly, don't go into my office. That's everything. Any questions? Didn't think so. Anyway, the list is at the customer service desk. Oh, and be sure to clock out by 3 a.m. Adios.
Okay, so that is our little tutorial to open things up here. I know that he doesn't do it quite as well as I do, but hey, what can you do? He's a quadriplegic. You gotta at least feel sort of bad for the guy that's not making fun of quadriplegics. Of course, he's just a goofy-looking character, in my opinion. So, welcome to the month. I know it's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, but yes, here everybody is an employee of the month. So, I think it kind of behooves us, or would do us, most good to maybe take things from the outside in. So, way out the way is where the trash goes. Let's see, you can see I think our boss's car was parked somewhere out here. Here's our car. There are 6 endings in this game in total. I would say generally 3 baddish endings and 3 goodish endings, so we'll be covering all of those. Around the store are these CCTV monitors. If you happen to notice a monster while we're walking around, don't worry. This game is broke down into loops, and in those loops we can't really be hurt. Well, the first loop anyway, we can't really be hurt. And you can't really die anyway, so, we'll cover stuff. I guess that's not quite true, but anyway, so here on the first loop, if you see any monsters around, don't worry, we can't be hurt, and this game does take place over a couple of loops. You can interact with most things in the store, so I think that that's really cool and an amazing level of detail. These boxes, we can read, these boxes and what they're about here. Bickies, made from the freshest wheat available, so, some kind of, a biscuit, I don't know, I'm not really a let's just say biscuits from a mountainous region. So I do get a little bit tripped up by the controls a little bit because there is a lot to interact with in this game, which is a testament to how good it is, I think. We've got a flashlight we can interact with as well. You won't get penalized for just tearing shit up. So if you feel like playing around in the store, please feel free to. And apparently I just checked something out. Did not even know that you could do that, but hey, whatever. I think that, yes, space is how we interact with held items. Some items are worth interacting with, like Brob Energy, which is of course just like a little, energy drink type deal. Anyway, our boss told us that we have a job to do here. Obviously, we can't just guffaw around all night. We're getting paid after all. So we have to pick up the task sheet here beside the little light here at the customer service desk. So we've got 3 jobs: restock the toilet paper basket, clean up the spill in aisle 2, and find lost fitness DVDs and restock the rack. So I guess now is as good a time as any. We've got some CCTV monitors up and around. Primarily what I would say you would use these for is tracking like the monster in the store. I think there's only ever really 1 or 2 around the store at any given time, but that changes. So our first job that we're going to do while we're back here is to find the lost fitness DVDs and restock the rack. I don't necessarily know how you would know that these are the lost fitness DVDs or whatever, but hey, here they are, and here is where they belong. So nice, we've restocked it, and that is one of our 3 objectives done. So something that's kind of cool that you may or may not know or may not care to know, who cares, we can play different VHSs on this VHS tape and learn how to do certain things. Like this one's our training video. I don't think it'll actually teach you anything, but I don't know, there's a lot of personality in this game. You can also here's like the VHS sort of, I don't know, like a rack of them or whatever. I kind of wish I could watch these on YouTube in like a playlist. I'm sure that they probably exist. I'm just not really aware of them. But anyway, yeah. Let's do a couple more objectives here. Let's kind of get the gameplay moving a little bit. I'm sure that this isn't exactly exciting. So the store is separated into 2. There's like this side where the convenience store actually is, and then there's like this gate which leads us into like the warehouse section. It's kind of cool. If you lose anything out of the map, it will appear in the lost and found, which can happen a few different ways, a few different times. So here is where we'll get a mop so that we can clean up this spill that is located in aisle 2. As you might also assume, in the warehouse is where we'll restock these toilet paper. There's different items that we can come back here and grab to restock and stuff. That there's like a bread shredder, I think. I don't know what to call it, but we'll be using it, so don't worry about that. I don't think there's anything really to show right there right now. Just like a little break room or whatever. Yes, here is we've got milk on the left and toilet paper here. Sometimes it's like, it's important. Like, we've got a bunch of different quests, so if it ever seems like I instantly know where to go, I kind of do. So I'll play this game a couple times. So yeah, that's the bread shredder. I don't know. It's interesting. You can't really shred anything else, but it is, this game is like pretty nice in terms of physics. It's not like jump up and down, like, out of this world or anything, but there's a lot to play with in this game, and I can kind of appreciate it for that. So now we have to restock the toilet paper basket bin. I can't hardly get my words out. And we're getting a phone call here. So I'd mentioned that there's a few times that I'll be quiet, and just so that we get the gameplay loop kind of down, I'm going to be quiet so that we can hear what this guy has to say.
Hey, kiddo. Sorry to call again. How goes that shopping list? Don't answer that. Anyway, I just remembered there's a second list I forgot to mention. And yeah, that'll need to be done too. You can blame Davey for that one. He was supposed to do his half. But then he went and slipped on that ice cube. He said he left it pinned to one of the shelves in the warehouse. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Oh, by the way...
All right, so we've got a second set of tasks to pick up in the warehouse. He said that he's got it pinned up, and thankfully there's these little lights that are usually around the tasks that we have to do. Restock the empty milk fridge, and take the trash from the front door to the dumpster. Both of those are pretty easy. So the milk fridge is over here, and I think already is where we'll sort of see things go kind of by the wayside. Like, that's obviously glitchy there. It's funny. I'm sure that the bit rate does not fucking fuck with as kind of trippy as this little area is, but don't worry, we come in here pretty few and far in between, so I wouldn't be too concerned with how things are going there. I was probably right on top of the monster there, which is why my screen got kind of distorted as I was coming out. We could also go ahead and drink one of these. I mean, I'm definitely going to be drinking a lot of energy drinks in this game, I don't doubt, because they give us infinite improved stamina regen, and you can drink 2 of them to have infinite because they stack. But so we've got the trash back here. Whoa, easy now. So I didn't know that this enemy would spawn yet. I didn't figure that it would on the first loop, but there's like a little, it's kind of like you, but shorter. I'll probably call it a kid a lot, even though that's not necessarily what it seems to be to me. You can't really tell where it is necessarily, but it's got a little flashlight kind of like we do, and it has a model very similar to ours, so I don't know. And I do think that I can best show off our model by taking a TV and probably, let's see. Okay, there we are. Yeah, you can see us on the little TV there. I know it's not the greatest, and I'm not necessarily trying to show off, you know, how, like, that's not supposed to be a great shot necessarily, but anyway, one last time here, I believe we can get another job from our boss.
You know the way I said not to go into my office? Scratch that and go there. I left some important work I was supposed to do. But since you're there already, could you get on that? It's on my desk. Get it done.
Okay, so one last set of tasks to do. This game feels scary lonely, but it doesn't ever really feel like boring lonely, if that makes any sense. So this is the boss's office, a place where we're not really supposed to be, but hey, here we are. On the wall, it's kind of cool. You can like look at these employee of the months. I always forget what it takes to interact with them. Awarded for dedication to the brand and refusing to leave their post, even when the building was on fire. Wow, what a hero. And then I think that this is like, employee of the month, Davey. So he made his own sort of employee of the month joint there. Anyway, here is the note in the boss's office. Whoa, set of mundane tasks. How eerie is this? So we have to restore the lights to the warehouse. If I'm not mistaken, okay, that's right. Yeah. Now, I know I said that I pretty well know everything in this game, and that's true, but it does take me a little bit to get my feet re-wet, so to say. They've dried up. It's been a little bit since I played, but don't worry, we're here for it. So back here where all these boxes are, is where the lights are to return them on, and you can see our new objective is set of mundane tasks. I kind of like this game. If you understand the story of it, it's better than if you don't. So, but we're going to talk about it a little bit. So as we enter in here, none of this game is particularly scary to me. Like none of it is like I'm ever going to be like jaw dropped, like, you know, here comes a jump scare warning, guys. And like I'm looking at a future game where I'm going to have to preface some of the jump scares, some puppet combo-esque games. But so here we are. You can actually, once again, kind of get the idea of like how these cameras and stuff work, because, you know, we can't see a monster here, but we can see it on the television, and it has worked the same way whenever we've been in the store. So anyway, I had mentioned before that there is a way that loops work, and I'm wondering if we are free to go ahead and explore that. So this has been loop 1, and I said you can't really get hurt or interact with too much stuff on loop 1. Like, of course, you've got the store to play around with, but they don't necessarily want to thrust you into the mechanics of the game just yet until you know, get your feet wet a little bit and know how to play. So anyway, that has been loop 1. We're now moving into loop 2. I think the night sky is really pretty out here. Shame that this guy out here has to fuck it up. Now, once again, you'll notice as we're kind of walking around and stuff like, hey, what the hell are managers back here? Or the manager, as his name tag says. Sorry, I got a little bit thrown off there. And there's the monster, who, right off the bat, he's already coming at us pretty hot and heavy. I think we'll probably get got, I would guess. I don't know how we didn't. It's so funny how often I instantly get got by that dude, and I didn't there somehow. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this note, because I don't want to hear the boss keep yapping. If you pick it up early, the boss will be like, okay, then, rude, whatever. He's like, I guess you don't need my help. So, we have been accosted by the monster already. Let's see if I'm able to see where he is on these monitors. I would guess he's at the back of the store. I just kind of want to show him off before we go back out. Yeah, he's coming back down, so he's coming down this closest aisle. What jobs do we have to do? We have to find the lost fitness DVDs and restock them. Let's see, I've got a monitor right here that'll kind of thumb through the available monitors. I think whoa, there he is. So he'll kind of flash, and I don't know the best way, like, he's got a lot of, there he goes, he's going down the middle of the story. I don't know the best way to kind of explain how, you know, oh great, there's the guy outside. Wow, he's really close to us. I didn't even know he could get this close, bro. Watch a video on the staff room TV. Yes, sir, I will do that right away. Okay, so we've got that done. Clean up the spill in aisle 2. Now let me maybe try and get a rebeat on this monster. Also, you'll never like die to anything, and again, that's not really true because there is like little deaths that are kind of sprinkled around, but anyway, you'll just get grabbed by them and then move to like an alternate dimension. Wow, that doesn't really make a lot of sense until I kind of show it off, but let's go clean this spill, and then hopefully the monster will kill me. And oh, and I just slipped. Welcome to ending 1, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the bad endings. I didn't actually think I'd get to show it off so soon. Man found dead in unavoidable ice mishap. So this is just a funny little joke ending here where we have slipped on the fucking ice that was on the floor. I can't believe how much control I'm already losing of this Let's Play. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. The dude that slipped on a fucking ice cube. What's kind of nice, though, is that so here's all the creators. This is why I didn't show it off at the beginning, these intro sequences, because I knew I'd have to show that a couple of times, especially as the endings kind of come and go. The checkpoints are actually really friendly. So, like, as we load back in, okay, yeah, really all I have to do is just restock the fitness DVDs. Oh, I must have the monster semi-near. No, I don't have him semi-near, so we can just throw something random on the old VHS here. Was not my intention to throw quite like that, but if I get grabbed by the monster or whatever, let's see, there he comes. Okay, so we get transported to one of like several dimensions. There's not an exact, like, I don't know the exact number. There is an exact number. It's not random, but as we move here, I mentioned that I don't necessarily want to, like, you know, show like that there's going to be jump scares and stuff. It is going to be here. Yeah, right there, and it is going to be a little bit loud. I'm trying to move around without falling. But if any of you guys maybe not necessarily grew up, but were aware of internet culture in the mid-2000s, you might recognize the maze game. I'm just going to throw that out. So as we go to leave here, we'll actually get kind of grabbed by this like face thing. We're fine. None of that really hurts us or anything. And hey, look, I'm in here where I can use a broom to clean up that ice. Now, I don't want to get grabbed again necessarily. We have a lot of those alternate dimensions to explore. Shit. And we're going to have to do just that. So I guess we might as well get a few of them under our belt. This is an interesting one. There's like one of there's these crawling monsters that are enemies. And that is one of them way back there, and it is following us. I guess I can throw the broom down. This isn't a difficult one, and I'm going to label these between important alternate dimensions and non-important alternate dimensions. This one here is another non-important one. If you imagine, like, the maze game is also a non-important one, this is one of those non-important ones as well. I'll let you know whenever we run into an important one and why it's important whenever we run into it. But anyway, all we got to do, these are kind of like dreams a little bit. Where am I? I'm outside. Okay, I'm just trying to get my get reacclimated here. Maybe I should bother to see where the monster is. He is in the middle of the store near the slip pile, and I should be able to make it in here. Okay, easy. Okay, I don't know why he didn't aggro on us necessarily, but hey, I'm happy for it. Okay, so he is right out in front of where the slip is, and I am zooming in there. I hope it's not too unpleasant for you guys, but anyway, so let's not run. We'll just clean it up like that. Thank goodness. Restock the toilet paper basket. Once again, we're on the second loop, so we've actually got the, one of the major gameplay mechanics, which is being able to be grabbed, here. I'm going to go try and toss this so that we can, get onto like a later loop. Not that there's, I think all of the loops are kind of accessible, or all of the universes are accessible right now. Anyway, let's grab this. All of the universes are accessible. Oh, hey, this is another cool thing. So there's different dead employees' bodies that pop up over time, and each of them have a one of the creators on it. So, like, this is Kev, and then it has underscore name. See the monster way out there, and I can show you. I didn't actually know you could do this, but, like, you can't jump in this game. It's like a mechanic that's not in this game, but you can actually use this. If I can keep from getting grabbed. If I get grabbed, I won't try to do this anymore, but you can, like, kind of maneuver the hold up. There we go. There we go. You can kind of like maneuver it so that you can get some elevation here, and that'll allow you to grab this. Oh, easy now. And I think there's an achievement for finding all of these pictures. Kuba name, one of the other creators. Anyway, so let's go pick up that other task sheet. I'm going to drink a little energy drink there. We were very lucky not to get grabbed out there for as long as we did. He doesn't like, I don't think he like tries to thirst you or anything. It's not like he chases you down from out there, but it is really easy to get unlucky while you're out here and run straight into him because obviously you can't see him. But that's okay. As long as I'm getting like jobs done kind of in and around. Oh, speaking of which, now that this is a loop that isn't the first one, there is the monster, like the little kid that's in here as well. There's like one outside, one in here in the milk fridge. I'm fine with kind of getting grabbed if it has to happen here. Another kind of interesting detail is there's like a person looking down from the boss's office. What is our next job? Take trash out. I don't want to do that. Prevent kitchen hazard by dropping ice cubes in the sink. So, we had the kitchen here before. The ice cubes, there's one located there, which we can use to put in the sink, and another one to put in the sink. Bring mugs from the staff room to the kitchen sink. This one might be a little, not like even hard to get done, but we need to see where the monster's on the other side of the store, so he's way over there. I should be able to get into the staff room, grab a mug, and because like if we get interrupted, I'll probably have to drop the mug and go do some stuff. You might notice black figures kind of standing around and stuff, and I'll try and point one out as we kind of come out of here. Cool. I'll point one of those like hidden, or not hidden, but like dark figures. Let me make sure I don't have a monster right around me. Okay, no, he's still on the other side of the store. So you can see that there's like a dark figure here a little bit. It may not be the best to see, like I'll try and put it against white. If you see those aren't enemies. Those are actually where you've been grabbed before. I don't think that they have any other gameplay bearing other than that. Like, the monster doesn't like avoid it. There's no like, you can't be like near it, or it doesn't slow you down or anything. It's just like, it's just kind of like a detail, I guess. Keeping my eye out for that little kid with the flashlight while we're out here, because we have to take the trash out. I'm not seeing him. He's maybe just kind of fucking around somewhere. So now that we're out here and we're on a later loop, I'm only going to let this first dialogue play, with this guy, but otherwise I'm not going to make us sit through all his dialogue.
My fellow, amidst the struggle, you hardly thought you were truly alone, did you? Perhaps we can reach an accord together in these trying times. I require a certain material desire, and you wish for a retreat oh so sweet. Perhaps, I'm sure you'll know when you find it.
All right. So anyway, he's really vague, but it's a know when you'll see it type deal that he says he wants you to bring to him. You might be able to infer he had like a little bit of like an aura around him. Oh, great. There's blood on the floor here. What are we doing? Yeah, we're going to the phone. Sorry, I'm not used to this. The first couple of loops are actually kind of buck wild, but like the later ones actually aren't that bad. So he's way out there. Yeah, so we're going to have to make it to the boss's office, but I'm not going to be able to do that with the monster right on my dick. What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to let that guy's dialogue completely play out because, like, I feel like you can't really understand him and you need the closed caption anyway. So, if you're just going to read the closed caption, I don't see a reason to, like, bother being quiet. Yes, so now it's time to turn the lights back on. So once again, we're on the second loop, and things get kind of more convoluted, complicated, and involved for every loop that we do. There goes the lights back on. And as we exit, I believe that, we do everything pretty much in the same sequence. So we do the first set of tasks, second set of tasks, then we go third set of tasks, flip the breaker, and then go in this like little rusty room or whatever. I think that we get chased down this hallway. I can't really remember, but I know that we're able to outrun it. Oh, nope, actually, you know what? It's these little monsters coming out of the vents. And then we get grabbed by this guy anyway, so we're all good. Didn't need the flare, apparently. I just took it with us to see whatever. We are now on another loop headed through here. And hey, we've got a red skull. So there's a few things that I want to point out, I guess. we're going to have to go to the break room if I'm able to get there without getting too penalized. It looks like we are on the third loop. And things, of course, for each loop look kind of different. Nice. We can't go through this way. Something that's a semi-neat little detail. You can, if you feel like it, I might have to, I might also just might not be able to get there while holding something. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's grab the skull, and I'm going to try it in. Perfect. So you can actually get up here, and there's like a little note, speedrun strats, Lamau. Yes, it's another feature, and there's a body. I don't actually know if that one has a picture on it or not, but I'm not bothered. So I said important alternate universes and non-important alternate universes. That was an important one. Reason being is because we got a part of this skeleton. I didn't expect the head to roll away so smoothly. Here we are. We've got the skeleton head. Now, the guy who was like a red figure, is over here, and he is here on every loop. We're on the third one, of course. And we can give him this head, and he says some things like, I'm glad that you delivered it to me. It's an old friend of mine, and you are like moving in the correct direction. So this will help, but we're going to need more. There are 6 pieces in total, I think. So without these, we are not but lost souls. So we're kind of all trapped in a loop here. Us and the monsters around and this guy in red. Continue the search, but most of all, be wary. All right, I'm just going to kind of make sure that we exhaust his dialogue, and then we're going to continue on from here. The limits of the curse know no bounds. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I mean, we're just kind of waiting here, but my AC kicked on. It would not be a summer Let's Play if it wasn't for my AC being loud as hell. But hey, we were in the middle of the night here, and I don't know. This guy just speaks fucking riddles, and he has a fucking horrific voice changer. I don't know. It's funny. Like, I'm more frustrated at my AC than anything, and I'm like... and I'm like complaining about the game. Anyway, we're on loop 3. I'm not going to sit there and listen to him again. The trolley bay is a new set of objectives we might have to do. It's kind of darker here, you might notice, than it was before. And, maybe noticed because of where we were earlier. Oh, great. We pick up the task list and it's just completely fucking dark. So, I mentioned before, like, these universes, and I haven't really explained, like, how are we making progression? Because, like, it doesn't really feel like we're doing anything here, right? So number of loops is kind of thing number 1. Thing number 2 that's kind of doing it for us. Is this music? Okay, I just turned that right the fuck off. So you'll notice one of these TVs is turned off. So it can get kind of confusing, but the TVs represent how many body parts that you need, and it'll also, like, these TVs will switch to show you which map those body parts are in. So before, we had this TV here that was showing us that room where we got the head from, and now it's gone to, radio silence or whatever. I'm going to just go ahead and try and get through this loop 3 just as quick and hopefully painless as possible. I'm going to try my best not to do any of the... Oh, great. And I'm already being grabbed. At least let me get an objective out of the way. I'm going to try my best to just, quick and easy, hopefully get through this mission. Oh, I'm getting grabbed by this guy. Clean up the spill in aisle 2. Take trash from front door to the dumpster. Hey, while we're out here, we might as well do it. Am I right? Yeah, I don't like this loop to do stuff inside of the store in because it's very dark. So we might as well, like I said, just get through it real quick, dirty. We'll just, we'll get this one out of the way, and then, we won't have any real dark maps like this again. So, clean up spill in aisle 2. I'm just kind of looking at what the best objective for us to work towards is. Prevent kitchen hazard by dropping ice cubes in the sink. I guess we'll kind of go do the ice cubes. Hopefully we don't get grabbed by the monster on our way through. Okay, perfect. I could get the... I don't want to get the broom just yet. Let's do... yes, drop these ice cubes in the sink. I was like, I knew I came in here for something, and then I had to relook at my objectives. Okay, so there is another one out of the way. You can look at this sign. It says bread slicer on store display at the back, Leon. So if we have to use the bread slicer for an objective, it's all the way in the back. Yes, let's get this broom and see if maybe we can tell where that monster is. So it doesn't look to be in our And there's no fucking, I mean, I'm just going to have to chance it. Okay, so big money. Let's at least try and get it cleaned up. Hey, very nice. So we can go answer the telephone, get our second set of objectives. I think on the next loop, I might also try and get another ending. Like I said, there's like 3 bad ones and 3, good ones, in my opinion. We'll go ahead and grab this note. Restock toilet paper basket. I guess we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. Slice the bread. Return trolley to trolley home. So, I'm going to try and stock the toilet paper first. I think I just saw the monster to our right there. I can't quite tell. I know it's very dark. Great. And they moved the toilet paper on me. That's something I always tend to forget about. Nemones? I don't know that... I know what that is. Okay, there we are. There she is, the toilet paper. Like I said, really don't like this map because of kind of how dark it is, but so that's where we're going to have to slice the bread. Let's go ahead and get bread because that's an objective we have to do is to slice bread. Very nice. All right, return the trolley to the trolley home. We can do that by going outside. So if I happen to get grabbed by anything on my way outside, it won't be the end of the world because I have to travel all the way through the store anyway. Guess I could go ahead and drink like one of these, oh, great. There he is. He's to our left, behind us now. I don't know. With the energy drink, we might just make it outside. And with 2 of them, oh my god, there's nothing they can do. Okay, so we have to return a trolley to their home. So all we got to do is get a trolley. Doesn't matter. Oh, fuck. We got grabbed. Okay, fair enough. We are in the milk dimension. We talked about important dimensions and non-important dimensions. This is a non-important one. We're looking for the telephone, which I believe just kind of randomly spawns in here. Okay, great. It's very red out here. Oh, yeah, and I forgot that we even needed to be outside, so that's fortunate for us for the trolley thing. Hey, I said if there was a time to get grabbed, it was kind of here and now. Whoa, and we must have got grabbed there right beside the wall. That was very eerie. Okay, so we returned the trolley to the trolley home. Is that what they call it? I guess. I'm not really a guy that is too hip with supermarket culture in the... UK, but I would guess so, huh? I'm going to get back here so that I get the aggro off of me for just a second. I don't want to get grabbed already, and then I'll answer the telephone. I'm sure it's just going to be the boss saying, go into our office, please. Kind of a shame while they've expanded the store so much that it's dark, but that was probably like a gameplay decision. Oh, hey, cool. Let's take a look here at what this note says. Went to a garage sale during the week and picked up a box of flares. Figured, hey, it might be handy if the power goes out. I love the manager. He's so fucking funny, and he's such a fucking idiot. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this note. Set of mundane tasks. So, Jupyter Notebook install disk. I forget if we need this early or not. Is that... Can we go in there? Yeah, I see we've got a set of mundane tasks, so we don't even have to flip the power just yet. I think they kind of like flip-flop it on us here. So anyway, inside of like this little area, they like kind of... I don't know how best to explain it because this game's like non-Euclidean, so they just close this wall behind us as we kind of come in. I'm going to put the Jupyter install disk there down, but this is a little bit of... We're working on a little bit of foresight here. So we picked up another set of mundane tasks. Do not install malware on this Office PC. So you can see there's an Office PC here. Now, normally what you would have to do is like come out here, get this out of the way. Maybe I'll just kind of show this off. Is this closed behind us? Yeah, it's permanently closed behind us. Okay, so I brought the disk with me for no real reason, but that's okay. So we knew that the disk is just up here simply, and then all we have to do is make it back to the office here. It's not too involved. Again, it's the gameplay is also kind of non-Euclidean. That's kind of how I would put it. So anyway, we install the malware. It is installing Jupyter. Installation complete. There's nothing really to see here. I do think this thing is like what kind of transports us to the next kind of loop. Oh, okay, so this is a bit of a challenge loop. I believe this is where we can get another body part too. There's not any danger for the time being, but I do think that danger pops up, and I'll try my best to circumvent it as I can. This map, extremely dark. Another map that I don't like. It's kind of interesting how most of the maps that I don't really like, I would say that I just can't see very well. Otherwise, I'd probably be all right with just how creepy this is. So we are looking for 2 buttons. Find the buttons to open the gate. Oh, I hear some whispering. I really don't think that we're getting accosted by enemies just yet. Let me go back and then down this way. No, this looks like a fucking torture place. There's a newspaper. We could read it, I guess. Controversy over family dispute. The family of legendary wrestler Senor Emmanuel Hernandez Maria del Carmen the 14th are in limelight as heated disputes go public. It's hard for me to explain the story, and it's not really... Just know that guy is important and that he's a wrestler. I'm not a guy who really even knows that much about this story or anything. I kind of have guesses about this story, but okay, that looks like a place we can just fall off and die. So I'm not gonna go down that way just yet, or at all for that matter. I'm listening out. It sounds like there's a telephone around, and there's ideally one button that I want to hit over another button because I think one of them releases a monster to us immediately. I don't think there's anything to grab over here. Wow, I've just got completely totally fucking lost back here. Okay, here we go. No, that's how we get back out of here. Wow, I've just got completely lost. So there's a bunch of like employees below us. They look very odd, and they're whispering in my ears. So first button I guess that we'll press is this one. Very cool. And you can see another employee appears back there. What does that say? Please help me. Alright. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit getting nervous. I don't really know why. It's just a creepy atmosphere, I guess. Maybe it's kind of funny. Maybe another thing I don't like is that it's actually getting creepy is what I don't like about this map. So anyway, we've pressed one of two buttons. See, you're here forever. Also, another thing I didn't really like about this game is just how hard it is to see with the specific pixel filter they have going on. Also, my fucking my flashlight is disabled for here, so I'm gonna have to pretty well almost assuredly go back and pick up one of these candles. There we go. And I'm gonna put that foot there just so that we have that to pick up on our way back, because you know I'm not gonna fight with the light versus the carrying the foot around. Can't see where I'm going, so makes the most sense for me. What does that say? Help. Oh god. Yeah, this place seems awful. And I think that was the way we came. So I just did a loop here. It must be back here is where I had to go. Now, I know I was here before, but I must have taken a offwards path. Aha, very nice, very nice. So there's like a guy with a little thing on his head, and he's holding a button. And then over here, we've got the gate. So we can hit the button, and the gate is now gone. Now that the gate is gone, we've got enemies that spawn as we try to kind of exit here. So yeah, I just got to keep my ear out for that. And we have two enemies up here. I kind of want to have my stamina bar a little bit charged up. Yeah, so we've got one to our left, and yeah, okay, we'll just take this telephone and get the hell out of here. Sorry, I know that this has been really confusing, and there's no fantastic way for me to explain it, but, I mean, we're kind of here for it. Talk to the boss. So we're on, I don't know, loop 4 or something. I start to lose track of them a little bit at this point. So I'm going to give him another foot or piece, so we're at 2 out of 6 pieces, and this guy is like talking about, he's like evidently friends with whoever's body we're reassembling for him. He's like, man, if that guy was here, like, oh, everything would be so much better. We'd figure this curse out in no time. And the manager's car, of course, we didn't really address it, but it's on the roof now. Hi, manager. He is like, I guess not that much louder on like a repeat play, or on like a, now that I've gone through a couple of times and stuff. Oh, great, this place is fucking rotting. I forgot about that as being the challenge for this area. So we have to duck kind of in and out of the store. I forget if we can go into like the adjacent areas and it also counts, but trying to manage all of this is going to be a shade bit of a hassle. Let's see. Oh, great, I can't fucking see a thing. Oh, I think I'm fucked. Oh, okay. So that just teleported us. Sorry about that. I'm sure that was very unpleasant to watch. Wow. So I need a broom. What is that? Oh, there's a TV up there. Cool. I probably don't have to deal with an enemy here. Oh, lovely. That was very loud. Probably don't have to deal with an enemy here. There's toilet paper up there that we have to knock down to restock the toilet paper there. If this rust fills all the way up in this store, you will die. So it kind of reminds me of that room from, shit, which Silent Hill was that? Was this Silent Hill 4? Silent Hill, shit, I'm getting accosted by an enemy. Silent Hill, wow, I don't actually know which one it is. No, 3, Silent Hill 3, because it's got that woman's big face there, and it's the girl protagonist, so, on the bright side, I can't get killed by an enemy. Well, I guess I could outside, but is a break room also a safe room? Yeah, it looks like the break room's a safe room. Also, the VHSs have been moved. That's no good for me. What am I thinking here? I know that, let's see, lost and found, there's just some bread. Do I have to? No. Clean up, prevent kitchen hazard by dropping ice cubes in the sink. Oh, okay, that's right. We can get to the kitchen through this little vent that's in the wall here. Oh, hey, and that's where the VHSs are as well, or the DVDs, I guess. Kind of getting with the times a little bit here at this store. At least we've got DVDs and VHSs. Where are the laser discs at, though? All right, so this is the third one we have to do, and everything being equal, I don't know where the fuck the broom is. I'm going to look back, because I think it is, like, sort of back here. Oh, no, there's the broom. Cool. Then we'll just use this and clean up the mess. And I'm going to duck into I'm going to take the call, duck in the break room, because that place is almost completely rusted. I don't know. It's a very cool effect, and I like the gameplay is very non-conventional in this game. Like, you don't just have to, like, shoot somebody or run or survival horror or anything like that. Oh, hey, here's our note with our second set of objectives. Restock the empty milk fridge. So something nice about that is that since we've got a new store layout, and, you know, like, we could even grab the milk from just right here if we needed to. I forget if that enemy is in this loop or not. I'm trying to get back to a more conventional loop, because I know that, you know, obviously we're getting kind of off the rails here a little bit. Slice some bread. Slice my bread up. Let's see. Buy now, guy. I don't need anything from him. Take trash outside. Watch a video on the staff room TV. Okay, so that's lost and found. Where the hell was I could have sworn I saw the shredder somewhere. Or ouch. Okay, I know where the shredder is. It is in the staff kitchen break room. Well, I guess this is the staff. Oh no, and I missed. You're shitting me, dude. Hey, at least I know where it's at for what it's worth. And the bread is right here too, so it can't be too mad. Also, I can show you the lost and found there, which is kind of nice. Oh wait. Oh, and it spins. Okay, I didn't even know it was out there spinning. So, you can see the lost and found here. Nice. And the fucking bread just fell out of the map too, that sliced bread we had. We have to watch a video on the staff room TV. So, I don't know what this one is. Fuck it, let's do this one. So certain VHSs, you can like look here on the side. Paranormal movies, bone-quaking movies. These ones on the left are the levels that we've been through that we can revisit by throwing them into the VHS. Okay, I see what that one is. That's actually the only one I'm not willing to go into right now. I'm willing to go into level, though. This one has a kind of cool puzzle to do. So, you know, it's got like this red thing here. You just walk into it. It's like in this little, I don't know, closet looking deal. We're going to have to deal with that ringing for just a second. So how this area works is there's like this little note here, and you can leave areas like here. I've got like this, but, I'm pretty certain that like if I were to just want to leave this area, it won't let me take the leg. If not, then it is tied to a different objective that we'll have to do there later. Don't worry, we have to actually go back to there. It's one of the rare places I think that are involved in two body parts. So did I already? Oh, okay, he must already have. I think I have to flip this leg actually. Okay, let's go do that. That guy is like, he's like, why aren't you talking? Are you mute? Yeah, so we're a mute, silent protagonist, very similar to the Pokemon games. I'm pretty certain, at least you don't ever hear you talk. Let's see. So I have this leg. Yes, we want to go back into level. Okay, so at least we can see kind of what the problem is, that we kind of have the wrong foot, which I guess you could be very confused by. So you may have noticed the VHS is like a mirror type deal, and in the back of the store here we've got a big mirror that we can approach. So let's see what happens as I go into the mirror. All right, things kind of flip-flop, right? And there is this door here that is locked, and there's a phone ringing behind it. Now, I don't know the difference between phones as far as like why you can go in one phone door and not in the other one, but it doesn't really matter. This here has flipped the note that we have, and we can use a code to get in there now. It looks like the code is probably 45390. So I know that's very hard to see, and I don't know quite why it is that hard to see. 45390. 45390. Okay, so that opens this phone, but we also need to bring the leg with us, and it needs to get mirrored as well. So anything that we bring through the mirror mirrors it. So we'll go ahead and pick up this leg. I don't, again, super know why there's like this step in the puzzle. I feel like that's another thing I don't really like about this game, is that the puzzles are obscure. I just happen to know the answers to them. Oh, nice, and we're out here with this guy. Cool. So we've given him the third body part that he actually needs. A third body part acquired. Nicely done, he says. He has to rely on Carmen. Carmen, if you remember, was the guy who was the wrestler who died. We're kind of getting to the point here a little bit, and it's so funny, we still have like so long to go, and I just said we're getting to the point, but that's not exactly wholeheartedly true. And what else was I thinking? So take trash from front door to dumpster. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this last little objective we have to do on this loop out of the way. This isn't the worst loop. Like I said, that dark one's really probably the worst one. I even like all the ones where this flips from like a retail store to like to a hotel. All right, he's just repeating himself. He's like, you know your way around an abstract horror. Hey, are you mute? Why aren't you talking? So let's go answer this phone. I really don't remember the transition between this loop and the next loop. If you get kind of, it's funny, I'm going to be showing off all endings as complicated as this game is. Oh, great. Now my whole thing is just fucked. I don't know if we can continue on through this here. No, it doesn't kind of look like it. Maybe I should go outside or go into here. I kind of forget what we're supposed to be doing at this point. Should I get grabbed? Is it red? Let's step outside and then maybe go from there. Okay. I don't see anything out here. Let me fall through that. I'm going to fall through this little area here and see if that does anything for us. Okay, so we're falling, and it's going to... oh, nice. Perfect. That was what I needed to do. So we're in once again, a really trippy place. I didn't expect this Let's Play to kind of go all over the place. We're still progressing. I know it probably doesn't seem like it. I don't know. It's hard. As confusing as this game is getting, it's becoming exponentially harder for me to control it. And talk about it and stuff. There's something else I wanted to do here. Oh, yes, something very important. So I believe it is this one. It is this TV, I think. The third loop's forward. Okay, maybe not this. Okay, there it is. 9765. Okay, so you have to hold the TV in the boss's office from loop 3 forward. 9765. So that's a code that we'll need. I'm just going to go ahead and skip that little segment there. Headed outside. Perfect. So we saw like a weird sort of pit there. It's not super important, but we will run into it before too long, so it's an interesting semi-detail. And am I able to? Yes, sir. Yes, I can. 9765. Perfect. And that is going to open us a trap door out here. Now we can go down here, and this is like a cultist type area. We can sort of review which body parts we have. So we've got like one leg there, another leg there, the head there. So we've got 3 out of 6 parts. And for some reason, the like little cultist guy isn't out here. But he'll come back, I'm sure. I'm trying to maybe just give myself if we can just nail one of these. Nah, I don't really have that kind of momentum. Like I said, this game, not perfect in physics, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, here's a door. I forget where this leads out to. Okay, the break room. Now this is going to be very confusing because the layout that we have to deal with is actually different. So I don't want to confuse you. Don't just pretend. God damn it! Why did I have to show that off on this loop? I'm very sorry that this Let's Play is turning out the way it is. I'm almost convinced to maybe just restart it. Oh shit! I can't. Wow. I can't go back outside. Huh. Okay, well, on the bright side, there's the parking lot. Oh, I have to talk to the boss. Oh, I might be in trouble. Yeah, because his note isn't here. Fuck. I'm actually soft-locked, if you can believe it. I'm gonna have to reload this save. Give me just 2 seconds. I'm soft-locked here. I can't go out and talk to the boss. I have to talk to the boss to spawn the paper. Motherfucker. 1 second. Alright, fingers crossed that this is the loop that I was on. Okay, so he is, doing his intro shit here. We enter the door here. I know that this is confusing as all hell, but so we grab the note, and we have very unique new objectives. Turn on generator, put Brob energy in the empty fridge, mop floor near the pool. So that's weird. We don't have a pool. We don't actually have most of that horse shit in our store. So what do we got to do? Well, we got to take the elevator down. And, kind of where we were before. Once again, it's not like necessarily to confuse you, but here we are. Now, this way is a dead end. So I don't want you thinking what? Why didn't I ever go that way? That way is a dead end. This way is where the, where our little employee-ish area is, and where we can, use the tapes and stuff if, we want or need to. Really don't want to use those just yet. I guess we will need a mop, so I might as well take it with us. To mop floor near the pool. I think that this one, customer alert, that is going to show up here shortly, so I just don't want it to scare you or whatever. So there has been Brob energy drink. That's been the energy drink we've been drinking, and we can restock it from the adjacent coolers. Shame that real retail work like that can't be that easy, huh? So what am I thinking here? The generator is further down. There's cigarettes, so that you can get the cigarette ending if you want. We've got a new layout to this place, which I'm not talking down to you. That sounds like a very dumb thing to say. Of course we do. But this way is where we will run into the pool, and this is where the cultist guy has gotten off to. So he's not really outside. He's just kind of bullying in this little pool area. I'm not really a guy who he's talking. He's like, no, this isn't what you're looking for. Keep searching. I really like this place a lot. It's not gorgeous. It doesn't make my jaw drop, but it is, I don't know, there's something serene about it, and the guy kept chewing me out, so I just left. I'm tired of him hurting my feelings. Now we have to turn on the generator. This kind of makes for our kitchen a little bit in terms of where everything is moved to and everything. We've done the break room, the main shop, kind of. I guess we'll drink some Brob energy drinks. All right, now bring one with us just so that we can travel kind of quicker. Turn on generator. Actually, I think the generator is over this way, which might get a little bit confusing. So I think this is the lost and found here. You can find the generator by following the cord there. And way down the way, don't get too scared, but it is going to probably pop at us here in just a minute. Yep, there's the face from that one little mini game that we did. So we can turn the generator on by popping that. I think that fairly soon we'll have to deal with that customer in our store I was telling you about. So don't get too spooked whenever you kind of see that maybe pop up or whatever. I'll probably still get spooked anyway. The phone is upstairs and where the note was and where the manager was earlier. So once again, not to really confuse you or anything, but just to get us all kind of caught up here and back with the story and everything. Here is the phone, and then he'll give us our second note, but I forget where it is. I guess we'll just take the elevator back down while he's going to tell us where this second note is. I don't think it's upstairs. Maybe it's down in the break room. I don't remember. It'll pop up. Just follow the closed captions down at the bottom. Shit, I forgot that we, no, it's not on the wall there. He left it next to the fire alarm downstairs. Now, the fire alarm, that's the customer alert thing? No. Oh, there it is. Okay, clean the mirror in the bathroom. We can do that. Clear evidence from the computer and knock on door 452. These are more things that we haven't really necessarily done yet, so New objectives. Clean the mirror in the bathroom. I guess we might even have a mop down there. Maybe I should go get a mop. Oh, customer alert. Well, what do you know? We can go talk to this customer now. So this guy, he speaks English. He speaks it clearly, and he's a joy. So we're going to listen to this guy, actually.
Nice place you got here, pal. Certainly an acquired taste, but what can I say? You know, I used to have this place in Miami before I took off. Really, had a hell of a view. Shame I had to leave in the end, but I simply couldn't resist the offer of a lifetime. That offer? Capitalism, investments, shares, lucrative expenditures. Buddy, I had it all. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I'll take 2 barrels of your finest grease, and make it snappy. I got places to be and people to see.
Okay, 2 things. 1, Tim wants grease, and he says 2 barrels, so we're on 2. This is my thing. So there's Tim, he wants grease. That's thing number 1. Thing number 2, he wants 2 barrels of grease, right? But you can't carry 2 barrels of grease at the same time. Also, where the fuck is my fucking grease, bro? I swear to God, it's like right here or something. Oh man, I can't be throwing while I'm complaining. No, this is S beans. Maybe it's down this hallway here. Fuck it, I can't remember. Anyway, Tim wants 2 cans of grease, but we can only carry 1 at a time, which is good because he will take just 1 can of grease. Where the fuck is my fucking grease, bro? I feel like I'm losing my mind. So here is more of like the kind of, supermarket-esque type deal down this hallway. I'm going to kind of like loop around the other direction and see if maybe the grease is down that way. I'm pretty certain that it's not down like in the main area. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's go do. We've got plenty of time to do like other objectives and stuff. So I mean, not plenty of time. Like there's no time limit. I didn't mean to imply that. So we have to knock on door 452 6 times. 442. 777 873. See, we're looking for 452. Nope. All right, a little bit. There it is. We have to knock on it 6 times. There we are. And don't forget it. Stop on your left foot. Don't forget it. I don't remember what's this way. Clear evidence from the computer. Maybe that's the next objective that we'll do. This is kind of cool. It's a cistern. And I guess not like cool as in, whoa, look at that. That's a cistern. But like this area changes later on. So it's kind of interesting to see it while we're here now. I haven't yet got to explain this, which is kind of weird because I came into this Let's Play thinking that I would explain the other thing first and then this thing. But there are black figures that are going to run around here that you might see. Don't be too alarmed by them. Don't worry. They can't hurt us. They're not going to do anything too scary. 9765. Okay, whatever. That must act as the manager's computer a little bit. So there is another way to exit this area. I said the black figures. They kind of look like... Wow, they kind of look like spiders, I guess. That's not the best descriptor, I'm sure, but it'll make it do for now. So if you happen to see any of them running around, also you may notice that this place is kind of familiar looking. Well, welcome to the front rooms, the latest in we've run out of ideas phenomenon now with red carpet. So it's obviously picking fun at the back rooms. Not necessarily a phenomena, but like, a genre of games that's kind of sprung up over time. So we have to clean that, and I'm pretty certain that we're looking for a broom because I don't have one. I don't think I have one down there. Let me kind of look around just a little bit here. And we also need that can of grease. I think there is a note that we can grab here. I'm not getting all the notes, but, just so we can read some stuff. I'm seeing shit. I gotta be. In the corner of my eyes, I see something. I don't know what it is. It's fucking there. I know it. More fucking up milk, but I don't get it. Who buys that? What even is it? I'm hearing it now, says Davey. Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes there definitely have been products I've either seen at stores or like in the past. I don't work it currently, but in the time I've ever like worked retail or adjacent retail, like stocking shit and being like, who the fuck is even buying this, bro? I guess maybe we'll look for that can of grease. I'm going to just kind of, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find the fucking grease, and whenever I find the grease, we'll bring it back to Tim, and then I'll grab the broom and we'll go clean that off the wall. How's that sound? Okay, great. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so down this hallway here was where we found all those rooms with numbers on them. I do think we can get grease from this area. No, it does not appear, so I guess I'll keep looking. There's another note. Oh, slice the bread. Oh, that ought to be an easy objective. Okay, cool. Very funny. Okay, maybe this is the fucking barrel of grease. Oh, nice. There is grease here. Then that must spit us out to somewhere further. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll go over all this. I know this area just happens to be a lot fucking bigger than stores. Wow. I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye there and it just scared the shit out of me. But I think it was we're getting to the kind of wee hours of the night here a little bit. What else was I going to say? Oh, yes. I was thinking about it coming down this hallway here. It's like literally all fucking like milk and energy drinks. It's like a real breakfast of champions, huh? All right, thank God Tim only needs one barrel of grease, huh?
Just what the doc ordered. Here's a coupon. Should cover the cost. Adios.
All right, there he goes. I don't know if that guy's a reference to something or not, but he's peculiar to say the least. Anyway, because like I can kind of point out an Easter egg for these guys' one of these guys' older games. Let's see, what's the fastest way down? I guess probably this way. I'm trying to think in my head what the. No, actually, sorry. I don't want to confuse you. Fastest way down is over this way to get to the mirror where we have to clean. And then I don't remember what we're gonna do. I guess we'll probably have to go answer the phone. Am I right? On the bright side, we don't get any more customer alerts, so that's good. We don't have to worry about that any further. What else was I going to say? I could show off some Easter eggs for or not even some Easter eggs, but like a Easter egg concerning these guys' other games. It's hard for me to know, firstly, if there's like who, so there's like 5 or 6 people obviously who are on the staff of this thing, right? So that's not that confusing. But I don't know how many people are part of the studio. What am I doing here? I must be doing something wrong. Okay, apparently I didn't need the broom. Maybe it's like a sponge that I need. And if I do need a sponge, where would I might get one? Okay, there's that. Aha, perfect. Okay, so I did get a little bit confused there, a little topsy-turvy, but guess what? There's a sponge and it's clean now. So we'll have to go ring the phone again. This is the other side of, kind of things that we saw earlier. So down that way, we'll go that way. So there's like this weird, we saw that camera pointed at just like a hole on the fucking floor, and that's what that was pointed at. I don't know. There's some weird music kind of playing there. It sounds like weird ambient growling a little bit. So if you remember, like this is the way that I like pointed down the hallway. I know it's kind of confusing still. This is the room that's like completely filled to the brim with bread. I guess we'll just go ahead and, sorry, but I just absolutely have to now. So what else do we have to do? We have to go pick up the phone. I know I'm getting not even lost here really, but like getting kind of topsy-turvy turned around a little bit. I guess I could go ahead and pick up some energy drinks from here. It'll like let me go just a little bit quicker. Yeah, I don't know. This game is like, I couldn't imagine a first playthrough of this game. It would probably be like 4 or 5 times as long as mine is. I did get hung up on a couple different things, and I actually had a very unfortunate situation where my save game actually got fucked by a bug that was in this game. I don't know that I'll necessarily be able to show it. But pick up the task sheet in the staff room. Okay, so this is where we'll finally actually get a task sheet back here. Investigate the cistern. So we saw the cistern earlier, and then at least we know which direction to go, am I right? Guess we'll drink some more energy drinks while we're here. Brob energy. I kind of like this. I like this area. Well, I actually like both parts of the game, so it's like disingenuous to say that I like one more than the other because I like both of them a lot. But I would argue and say that I like this area better than I kind of like the retail shop a little bit. I don't know. It's cool. It's got like just hotel aesthetics a little bit. I like the idea of hotels. They're just expensive and the culture of them is very weird. You're around a lot of strangers. So we can investigate the cistern now that we have, kind of booted the generator, got everything going. Let's hop down here. There's nothing really that scary. There's like a red light. And yeah, we can just continue down this way. There's like a eye and like kind of like a beating heart. I forget if anything really happens here. Okay, we just look at it and that's it. Okay, the music started to go up. So here is another one of the alternate universes, dimensions or whatever. This is the like wrestling area. This area I actually like quite a lot. For some reason there's no music. Oh, it's kind of eerie. But anyway, inside the middle here, there's like wow, I almost said pachinko. Wow, where you can like roll for like random stuff. The unending ballad. Probability is up every 10 pulls, guarantees an SR or higher character. SSR promotional characters can only be obtained during the specific time period below, 4 years, 7 weeks. So if you like gotcha games, that's the word I was thinking of. You can, this is like your little gotcha game here. So every time that we've completed an objective that's in the top left so far, we've gotten money. This is where we can spend it. Ah, lovely. So we can look at, different things. This is SR rank Miku Gotcha Ball. All right, cool. That is one to add to our collection. And these are unique, I guess you could say. This guy is from like at least another one of these guys' games. I don't really understand what it was, but it had the mayor of Lazy Town really big in the sky. If you want to grind for this special ball, I don't think that's it. I think this is one of the SSRs, R rank Kyoko Gotcha Ball. You can just sit here, and really the only ones to check are the ones that have like alternate colors, and you kind of will get a feel for like which colors are worth checking and which ones aren't. Okay, another R rank character, so like a rare probably. I do want to show you the SSR super rare. Oh, okay, that might have been it. This little red one character. No, that's a SR rank. Okay, let's just spit out a couple more balls, and if I don't get it in, say, I don't know, the next. Okay, there's another red ball. I want to make sure that's not it. Nope, another SR rank. Let's just say like, I don't know, next half a minute or so, then I'll just cut to me actually getting it. Like I said, it'll be a fairly significant different color. It also has like more, in my opinion, like a more better, like model on the inside of it. It's like bigger. So, wow, we really just are not getting this, huh? Okay, if this isn't it, I'm going to cut until I get it. Okay, cool. I'll be back in just a second. Wow, I actually can't believe it. I think I got 2 in a row there. That is crazy. SSR rank Shibusawa Gotcha Ball. I'm kind of surprised that they got away with this a little bit. I don't just get like infinite of those now. No. I'm kind of surprised they got away with that a little bit, because that's like very clearly that girl from Neon Genesis Evangelion, I'm pretty sure. I don't know who she is. I actually haven't watched it. I watched like the first 10 episodes of it or something, and then I was like, it's not. I mean, I like mecha anime, but that one really wasn't for me. I might try it again now that I'm a little bit older and time's kind of gone by, because, like your perspective changes a little bit. Let's see what we got here. There is some blood red paint, non-drip. But anyway, I finally pulled it, thank God. That's all that there is to do there. I would consider that a non-important area, but it can become important. Also, I do like the little gotcha pool kind of game there. I don't know. It's a fun little detail. Oh, nice. There's the little enemy. Okay, so are we still at the hotel? Oh, nice. You can see there's like that slab on the wall that we've seen in the cultist area. And where's the other place that we saw it? We saw it in the cultist area, and whenever we were doing that place where we put that we did that Saturn thing or whatever. Okay, now that doesn't look quite right. Let me go ahead and pick up this note. Oh, great. I'm falling through the floor. So this is another loop that we'll be doing here. This one is a little bit, I don't know. It's not hard. It's not bad. It's just a little weird. Find lost fitness DVDs and restock the rack. Clean up spill in the bathroom and take trash from front door to the dumpster. We once again have a new sort of map here. I forget if we can do this all in the places that we're going to or not. But anyway, we'll just take this first door here and we'll see how it goes. So as we travel down this hallway here, you might start to notice that it starts to loop at a certain point, which we only really see because, I just drunk a can and left it there. So this button that's on the ceiling flips one of these shelves kind of sideways or whatever. I guess there's wind blowing, which is a good little device to tell you where you should be going and stuff like that. I guess that's cool. Here is the month, another like part of the store. I think this is where most, if not all of our objectives are going to be. Lovely. So here's like a button. This one lets you flip the shelves, as like so I don't have to press buttons that are on the walls like here. Like I have to press that button. This one's like a portable button that I can press. It actually is kind of important for a little challenge that we're going to have going here very shortly, but for the time being, not so much. So I think we can press this button and go into here. Now, on the other side of this wall here, you'll notice there's a monster. Now that's important for what's coming up here in just a second. So we have a spill in the bathroom, and I don't necessarily, I think that's down here. Yeah. The bathroom's actually in the back here. So this is like our new storage room. I know that everything gets kind of flip-flopped around. Even like explaining these things hyper thoroughly, I could not imagine would help you very much in this game at all. So, lost fitness DVDs and restock the rack. So, oh nice, there's the rack. I was about to say I don't actually know where the rack is. And then trash. Was there not trash back here in the bathroom? Because that's the only place I could really think of would be. So there's DVDs. No, look, there's just a fucking JPEG of some shitty bathroom. I don't know. Let's go in here and maybe take a look. No, but I can't open the shelf from over here, so I might as well. You know what? I think it might be through here. Yes, here's the trash bags. Excuse me, once again. Wow, getting a little gassy here. I guess I have been playing for just a minute. So we missed that trash bag. That's kind of okay. I guess as long as I get it in the next couple tries, huh? Cool. So all we had to do was just ding it, thankfully. Now, where is this phone at? Ah, very nice. So, this one should be the storage room, right? Ah, perfect. Restock toilet paper basket. So you may have heard some creaking there, and I believe we're going to have to travel to, hold up. Where the hell is the toilet paper? Okay, we got toilet paper. Now, I want to put it right here, just in case that's where I can do it. The monster is going to be there, so I'll have to, like... I know what this game wants from this part, but I'm just not very good at it. Let me pick up the button first. So we have the toilet paper kind of where it belongs. And then we'll go, and we'll wake the monster up. Perfect. And then it should be, yep, oh my god, is he ever following us? I might not even make it to this room. Oh, I got grabbed. Okay, let's see if we get an alternate universe to go in. Hey, this is a good one. Okay, so this is like a real dark, spooky kind of forest. And I made mention that if you see black figures running around, they can't hurt you, so don't be too scared of them. And that is what we'll see running around. So there's an achievement that we can get on this map. I actually have like most of the achievements. I actually have all the achievements that we'll be getting for this Let's Play. But you know, as for like a super simple, easy achievement, you are looking for, oh hey, here's a cultist note. Let's go ahead and read it. Looks like a note. Duh, dumbass. Behind you. Oh, what is it? No. Okay. Oh, nice. It's just one of those black figures. Anyway, we're looking for, there's like kind of, it looks like a little bit like stream runoff, and it leads to out of here, and there's a little monster that defends it that makes it so we can't get out of here. It's actually not scary, but it does appear instantaneously, so you might get shocked a little bit. Viewer beware, you're in for a scare. No, that's where I put that button earlier. Okay, so then there's that way. All right, that's fine. As long as we just keep skirting the you know, walls here, will actually be fine. Here it is. So we go to leave, and then we get stopped by a Komodo dragon. Okay, you know, a lot of people think Komodo dragons are pretty cute and stuff, right? I saw, though, that video, I'm sure a lot of people saw, because I think it's been, like, memed on and stuff, of, like, a Komodo dragon, like, biting, like, a body. It wasn't graphic. It's, like, an animated thing. But yeah, dude, I don't fuck with Komodo dragons now. So, new business comes to town as town residents Manger opens the store of the month. So, every employee is an employee of the month. Local residents are unhappy with the developments. They tore down a sentimental wrestling ring just for another store with a gimmick. So, yeah, people aren't necessarily, I guess, happy with this guy. So we've got a chest here that's locked, right? And we've got a key that looks like it should fit there. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of times I was like trying to move this key around and then think I have to reposition it, but that's not actually what you do with it. We're going to take this key back to, we need to get into the store and then down to where the shit, where is it? The like VHSs that we can play are. That is, as long as I don't have to. I forget if we instantly fall in here or if we have to pick up like the objective thing. Nope, we just instantly fall. Cool. This can get really trippy, I guess. This is easy to get confused on, I suppose. Okay, so we have our key and we're gonna throw it down there. What do we have? I need level. This is the mirror area. Another area that like kind of helps if you have foresight for it. I don't know, because like I was so many of these other maps are like so self-contained that I never really thought that like, oh, I'll have to interact with like two or three different maps to like get where I was going. I'm gonna take this, so now we've got a golden key, and I'm gonna put it over here. I forget what that code is. It's not 93. I think 9305. I think there were 5 numbers though involved in it. Anyway, we'll get this note and figure out what it is in due time. What is this? Oh, it's like some kind of a Chinese movie. Damn, if only I could read Chinese. I feel you. Yeah, no, maybe there's a 4 in it, actually. I don't know. I guess it's not that important because this isn't like a deadly place or anything where I absolutely have to do the puzzle immediately. 45390. Easy enough. 45390. Perfect. And then we'll just answer the telephone. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut to me at the cabin, back at the cabin with this key. It'll just take 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Alright, another day, another dollar, another didgeridoo, there goes a monster. And we have our golden key. Man, that ringing phone could definitely get on your nerves. And there's one of the hands. So we have 3 pieces of the body so far. This will make the 4th one, and I believe we can give this one to the guy who's down here. So like, you know, you don't just get fucked just because, you know, you weren't upstairs or whatever. So yes, there is another piece of the body. I'm gonna try and throw, what are those, bananas? Wow. And I think that did go through it. Your service honors him, he says. Now, I think both of these ways, yeah, both of them lead to where we're going. So, I don't think, was there, I in between cuts, I make sure that there wasn't anything really important, excuse me, that I was talking about. I needed just a second to kind of clear my throat and get a little drink, and, you know, so I just kind of cut there for a minute. Let's see, lost and found, if I lost any of the trash bags, probably. I think what I'm gonna do. Hold up. Let me get like 3 of these in me. There we go. I'm all kinds of goosed up now. I'm jacked up. Wait, I'm fucked up off Mountain Dew. How's that fucking Talladega Nights line go? Okay, so he should be locked in there. Now I need to make quick work of this, I think. Because I think he can, yeah, come back through that away. Wow, I actually think I probably already fucked this puzzle up. Let me maybe get him back in on this side. Okay, so we open that. Okay, we wait just a second. And then reopen this. Yep. Whew. I was just going based off of sound there for a minute, and I was like, surely that didn't work, right? Okay, so this should be the... Yeah, we're safe. Wow, lots of surveillance cams in this room. Alright, whatever you say. Oh, cool, and he somehow made it through, I guess. We have to get back to the telephone. Nice, that door's locked over there, too. Okay, the office is this way, which we know because there is fucking writing on the floor. So... we'll just open this up and just skedaddle this way before that monster gets free and hurts me or anything, or forces me to go into another area. Okay, so pick up task sheet in the upstairs office. So I think we're looking for... I'm definitely going to have to re-hit this switch here. Okay, there we go. There's that. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm being so gassy and coffee today. Of course, I am getting off just being sick. If you saw the... Okay, what the hell is even happening? Do I need that button, maybe, to also get me out of here? Whatever. Try my best not to get tripped up here. I'm coming off of being sick. I got very sick in the middle of the Rugrats playthrough. I'm trying to... maybe if I could just, like, do a 1 flip, 2 flip. Okay, perfect. So that actually wasn't so bad now that I got all that shit on the other side of the wall there. Yeah, but that door is... oh, okay, because it's a grate. That's right. I'm such a fucking idiot. Okay, cool. So now we're in kind of like where that back rooms area was. We're up here in the manager's office. We've got a new button to press. Excuse me for 2 seconds. All right, really sorry about that. I just absolutely had to clear my throat there. I don't know what it is, but well, I guess like I said, I'm just kind of getting off of being sick for one, but I haven't recorded for like a week, so definitely need to take the breaks where they're needed. The way that I find this puzzle is easiest to do, and it's how I'm doing it right now, is literally just like, as long as you have like bearing, like that's the way we came from, this is the way we're going. I never really have much trouble like just using that button to get where we're going. Oh yes, charge the manager's phone. All right, there's your phone. Hopefully that's charging. Find a way out. Oh, and I got grabbed by the monster. Didn't even realize that the monster was there. We can toss that button. It doesn't do anything else for us now. I think we've gotten all of the shit that we need to get out of this area. Oh, no, this is a different area anyway. Okay, fair enough. So we are coming down, and this is yet again where the like month is. It looks even more different now. I don't know what that light's about, but Mario's Pizzeria, and then it's got a number there you can call. There's an achievement in this game for ringing all the numbers, and I actually think that might be the rarest achievement in this game. I don't really care for like little achievements like that. If there was a way for me to like maybe write on a notepad down the numbers without like alt tabbing and doing all that happy horse shit. So this store looks different, but we don't actually have to like, you don't have to absorb much information about this store because wow, was that guy there the whole time? Can he? Oh, he is fucking moving. Oh my god, he's actually moving. So does he hurt me? No, he just fucking moves. Okay, that guy is very eerie. Didn't know that. What are these guys doing? Just hanging out? Kind of looks like more employees of the month. What was I saying? I always get so fucking thrown. Oh yeah, we don't have to like over analyze this area because we're actually not here for all that long. So, and I actually don't think we do very many objectives that are very important. Now, it is a little bit weird to navigate it, obviously, because, you know, there's all this moving around. Oh, hey, an Employee of the Year plaque. We can't really... Oh, okay, whoever owned this place was either a person of great taste or a complete sicko. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty certain that that's that girl from Neon Genesis Evangelion, but whatever. I guess that... It's whatever. I'm sorry. And just like we're now on like our 9th time of the fucking store getting regened, and like you know, this is like a very peculiar one in terms of like design. There's no like landmarks that can be like okay, so yeah, you know, we got to go through here because this is like the area that has all the oh, hey, here's a no. Observation. Entered a new plane using a VHS tape. Phone brought me back. Now I hear voices. A little late for a note like that, don't you think? Whatever. Stars blue. Oh, okay. Battle the evil space tyrants and save your father from his upcoming doom. Upcoming doom? You make it sound like the new Doom game is upcoming. Anyway, I think maybe we go down this way. See, we fall down to here. I'm looking for like a note that will give us an objective or something. I think that's a dead end. Now let's fall down further. Okay, there's a phone. Okay. So maybe this was one of the alternate universes and I just misremembered. Okay, so thank God we are on yet another loop. Let's go up into here. I kind of looked like there was a dude in the wall there. So, or in that glass. So yeah, this is the pool from before. You can kind of see that now that it's like red. CCTV. Cool. Well, I guess I might be able to... Very nice. Like I said, I have to apologize. This is the last time I'll say it, but I am kind of getting off of being sick, so I am sorry that I'll be probably coughing a little bit intermittently. I thought I was all the way over it, but here we are. I probably will be by the time I record my next Let's Play. You're here forever. Then I guess we can spend some money on, oh nice, an employee body part. Not nearly as prestigious as the red body parts that I need. So, I was talking before like a bug that fucking really glitched out this game. So, I don't know if you can do it in this one, but before... Like, you could fall through the floor. Wow, I'm extremely fucking... I hate this area. Oh, great. And I got killed by a monster. All right, fair enough. I guess while you're in the alternate universes, you can get killed by shit. The month, now hiring, now that we're dead, huh? But the nice part is, we've got an autosave there. Oh, great. Fuck, man. I really didn't want to have to try this one a couple of times. I thought it would just be kind of like, oh, you lost. Now, welcome back to where you were before. Okay, cool. There's the phone. Oh, and I almost grabbed it. Oh, my God. How morbid. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right, we're back, and I just barely hit the phone before we died. Very nice. Wow. Anyway, you used to be able to fall through that, and one of the universes or whatever that it could take you to was... Oh, great. There just went the manager disappearing. One of the universes it could take you to was not even an objective list there. Like, this area just was kind of like all red, and it had a cage around it, and, I don't know, it completely fucked my save file, but that is how I got it. Okay, and there's a little black creature carrying a guy way down the way, and there's our jobs. Restart the generator, install a virus on the computer, return trolley to trolley home. Now, presumably, the trolley home is still outside, you think? I don't know. Now I'm kind of fucking wondering. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Couldn't hurt us to look out here, huh? Okay, so, yeah, I think that they removed things around. I do think wherever the trolley home is, it's, like, not that far from, kind of, like... So there'll be, like, a trolley home, and then the trolley will be, like, right beside it, so... Restart the generator. I think I'm going to save that for last because that opens an enemy for us to deal with. Install a virus in the computer. What the hell? What the hell? It's like changing music or something on me. I know that there's an enemy that actually is in this area-ish sometimes, but I don't know why the music was being so funky there. Okay, so restart the generator, return trolley to trolley home. I'm going to see if I can... I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just explore everywhere. So this is the hotel again. Oh, nice. Here is one of the discs, or the disc that we'll use to install a virus in the computer. Now, we don't have to bring this with us, actually, because if you remember where we interacted with that computer before, nice. There's a little slip that we'll have to clean up later on. This is the nice, relaxing pool area that there was before. Far cry from how it used to be. But anyway, wow, sorry. I'm getting all kinds of topsy-turvy turned around now that I'm back here again. So, I don't know. Oh, yes, down where the back rooms, the front rooms is, you can actually get this disk there because that's the computer that we have to interact with is down there to install a virus on the computer. I know that this Let's Play has been all over the place, but I hope that you've been able to kind of feel for it a little bit. I don't know. I hope that this is enjoyable enough for people that haven't played this game before. But if I was just watching this for the first time, I don't know. Okay, cool. So here is where the trolleys are. Now, where's the trolley receptacle? Is it... Oh, okay, cool. It's right here. Nice. We'd throw it in there. So that down there, there's no glass this time. So we'll fall through that. So that's to say we don't want to go out and try and like walk on where that water, or not even water, it was just like glass floor was before. I still don't think there's anything that can really hurt us here, but I can't remember. There's where the other Saturn disk is if you need it, a virus. I find this place is best navigated by just kind of like looking up top, because obviously you'll get like the blue computer flare off of it, and then like the wire. Okay, so welcome to Employee of the Month. No, not the Dane Cook and Dax Shepard movie. Sorry. I don't know. It's not to break the fourth wall or anything, or like to stop you, or to like, I feel sometimes knowing about the creative process makes it less fun, but to start these videos off, like it does take sometimes several takes, and that is one that took me a few takes there. So like whenever I like, I don't know, that line is just kind of ingrained in my head. Oh, nice, that's where the monster is. Well, at least as far as down there. He's not going to follow us any further, it looks like. Yeah, I was like, hey, everybody, welcome this week to Employee of the Month. No, not the Dane Cook and Dax Shepard movie. Very funny. Now, speaking of that Employee of the Month, I actually really like that movie, unironically. I think it's really, really funny. Restart the generator. Let's get that crack-a-lackin' and a rolling. So, we've got that enemy there. There's actually a very, very real chance that he will probably grab me, because while he is aggroed on you, he is extremely fast. He generally Jesus Christ, he absolutely outdoes your walking speed, and he generally is almost as fast as your running speed. I would say you barely outspeed him. Nice. So we've got a phone here, generator, whatever. I guess we'll go down to where that generator is. Pick up next task sheet next to the generator. So I believe, yeah, you can see him walking down there. At least he's fully visible all the time now. I say at least, like he isn't going to be one of the most annoying fucking enemies for me to deal with. I guess I'll also pick up, yeah, there we go. We got like a third one. So I'll be fully goosed up for this chase at least. I would like to get that. Oh, great. And he's finally turning around here. Maybe. Oh, great. There he is, finally aggroed onto us. What I really don't want to do is grab one of these and they turn out to be a dud, like one I've already used. So, oh, Jesus, criminally. He is right here. I at least want to get the generator task sheet. I don't really care about doing a generator task right this second because there is still some of the... and I'm going to go through almost all the alternate universes, or the adjacent universes. Okay, where is this task sheet? Okay, it was right there. Thank God. So... we just have some random shit to do. You know, I kind of wonder... Well, actually, we can just take this phone call out of here now that I'm looking at it. I was like, if I just throw myself off the ledge there, what will happen? Will it, like, send me back to my autosave from before? But no. Okay, mop the blood pool, watch a video on the staff room TV, slice the bread, and take trash from front door to dumpster. I don't think there's actually a customer down there. I don't know, fuck it, we'll go down there. You know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that spawns another enemy down there for us to deal with, which is like kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. No, I don't need to do the trolley. I don't know what is going on with my head. Like I said, I'm just all kinds of turned around. I've cut like 10 times in the last fucking 30 minutes. I'm losing my mind here a little bit. That's just kind of what this game does to you. It takes a true master to a true fucking let's play demon, as they call it, to beat a game like this. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. This is so bad. And at least we got the trash delivered. We're 1 out of 4 objectives done. 2 of these objectives should be easy, and even the third one really shouldn't be that bad. So we're back down here. So yes, we've got that walking kid enemy is all the way down there. I do think he can actually follow us all the way back here, so I don't really want to do too much guffawing and fucking around. Let me put one of those on the staff room DVD, and we've got our broom, so he'll probably turn the corner here just as I'm coming out. Okay, perfect. Mop the blood at the pool. So if you remember where the pool was, it is this way on the left. And I'm just trying to avoid the that other monster because I think his path is down there from where the generator is all the way up to here. Jesus. Oh man, I can't believe I just jumped so much. Well, I guess we got that confirmed, didn't we? Wow, that made my fucking heart jump out of my chest. Hey, we got the broom back at the last second there, but I wonder if we'll be able to keep it. Oh, lovely. I was about to say, I don't know where the fuck I am, but hopefully that comes out in the wash in the editing room. That doesn't sound too bad, that jumping I did, but damn it, oh, great. And there's the customer alert again. Might have to cut if that enemy starts up here for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to start down there. But anyway, let me whip this corner. Yeah, there's my dead body in so many, in a certain sense. Okay, let's clean up this blood and then go to slice the bread. I don't know. I'm hoping that the bread slicer is just down very simply and that... Oh, great. There's the kid. I was like, what the fuck is killing me now? I'm sure that we'll just slam head first into... Oh, Jesus, there he is. Okay, well, I'm fine with it if he wants to walk down that hallway. It's getting harder and harder to manage where I can't, like, necessarily just explain my thought process and stuff so easily. So this is where that was before. This is, like, the bread slicer. Can I just... Okay, well that worked out well enough, huh? Let's go answer that fucking phone, dude. On the bright side, this one is what I would consider to be probably the most challenging of the loops. And we've been going through it like pretty swimmingly so far. Haven't really had that much trouble with it. We've only been grabbed the one time. Oh, nice, and there goes the body behind us. Cool. Let me see if I can get control of things here. Let's answer the phone and see what it tells us to do. Staff room. Okay, so we've got a note down in the staff room. Very similar, I think, to where we got it before on our third kind of go around. So, I wonder if I think this is going to be a dud, right? Like the one where we can actually just continue, right? Feed the flesh. Oh, this is kind of funny. So, if you remember where the cistern was, we're going to have to try our best not to get grabbed here. Actually, as a matter of fact, it might behoove me, once again, to use that word. I like that word a lot, even though I'm not the best at using words like it sometimes. We're going to take a pack of smokes. So if you remember where the cistern was, fuck me, bro. Okay, let's go the other way. Where the cistern was, there is now a flesh creature there. Now, admittedly, it's probably coming up from where we, if you also remember where we threw ourselves down that pit and there was that, like weird kind of, like thing down there that looks kind of similar to this. You just have to feed it something. I think, okay, well that did not work. I think there was an achievement tied to that. Maybe I just have the achievements turned off, but, it once fed something. I just give it a corpse. Oh, and then it eats us on top of that. Okay, cool. So, you know, we're kind of coming down that hallway that we've seen a bunch of times so far. But this one is really fleshy and gooey and gunky. And this time that creature is like right behind us. Thank God we honestly can't see him. I bet he would look horrifying. So we have to be kind of near to the last couple of loops, I'm pretty certain. It looks kind of blue in this area. Oh, nice. I wonder why. It's because we don't have a fucking roof on this thing, huh? So I don't think we have to flip that. No. We can just like leave off this loop. And I think this might be the last loop. And if it is, we can go ahead and get a couple of endings here real quick. Let's talk to the manager or the manger. That's the name, not the position. Let's go in and see about that note. Oh boy. What is it? That's like a little, like a, chain. Well, I can't think of the word. Huh. Well, I have to, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm able to get all the endings. So give me just 2 seconds here. I want to make sure I show off all the bad endings. So I'll be back in just 2 seconds. Okay, yes, 2 more bad endings. So the super simple, easy bad ending that we can get here, you sit there and you just use a pack of cigarettes until it kills you. So if you remember, the first bad ending we got was slipping on the ice. This other bad ending we have here is like a cigarette, like smoke a whole bunch and then you die. New cigarettes brand deletes man's lungs in just minutes. How lucky are you? I have never advocated war except as a means of peace. Who said that? Dick Kickham. I remember him. He was a true Vietnam War hero, that Dick Kickham. Yeah, there's like all the creators there. I guess it's 5 people. I don't know why I was thinking 6, but anyway, opening back up, the other ending that we can get out here, which is another bad ending, actually super simple. We just go out to our, oh wow, I'm a little worried about this. Shit, I can't drive my car here? Oh, what is that? Okay, hold up. Oh, nice. So that will give it to us. So normally you just like get in your car to like leave, and then regardless, whenever you interact with this wheel, wow, I'm actually dodging the, whoa. Okay, so you'll eventually hit a tree, and whenever you do, there is your third bad ending. Driver found dead in car wreck. The month now hiring. See details on page 8. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny, said an eyewitness at the scene. Could not imagine. I don't think there's ever a car crash with a fatality I could look at and be like, damn, that was funny. Did you know you can just take stuff from the canteen and nobody will yell at you? Said the alien from Alien. Cool. I actually watched that movie a long time ago and I don't remember much about it. I just remember it was a lot less about the alien than I thought and more about the station. But that's like a dumb take on it. Like I just, whatever. Anyway, so I didn't get a bunch of the parallel universes, which concerns me with getting them now. So it wants us to feed the hole. Pretty simple. You just throw something down the hole and that'll consider it fed. Open the padlocked door. Okay, so we have the like, wow, I really can't think of this word for this. I should have looked it up while I was doing my thing. Now this is the padlocked door, isn't it? Right. Okay, so that is open now. Now we have a phone call that we'll have to go answer here real quick. On the bright side, it doesn't look like we'll get grabbed by monsters here. But I am going to have to get grabbed by a monster to go to some of these alternate universes. Okay, so that other note should be on the... yes, up here where all these corpses all are, these like employees of the month. Paint in a blood sigil in a padlocked room. So that padlocked room that we like broke the seal off of earlier, we can go ahead and put a body in there. It wants a sacrifice in here. Then it also wants red paint or blood. Sorry, I didn't mean to bury the lead there. My bad. It wants paint a blood sigil in the padlocked room, but you know, we can't really get blood, so we will have to make do with blood substitute in red blood-colored paint. And I don't remember... let's see. No, that's tomato soup. Nemones? What are these fucking things? I think I'm having a stroke. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, grease, which is also not what I'm looking for. And... no, there's more fucking grease. Where is this fucking red paint? I know that there's red paint here. I'm in a supermarket. This is as bad as whenever I go to the supermarket in real life. I'm like, damn, they moved everything. Where the fuck is are the weights at, bro? Let's see. Covfefe, hilarious meme. One of my favorite memes. The coffee brand that claims to have killed God. Neat. Fair enough. Grease. Don't need that either. Oh yeah, I'm feeding it accidentally. Well, that wasn't my intention, but hey, here we are. Oh, actually, I do remember where the blood is. So nice little loop around there as we're closing things off. Blood red paint, non-drip. Okay, cool. Here we go. Now we can throw that on the floor, and we're getting her all cooked up in here. We got the sacrifice, we got the blood on the floor. Time to go answer the phone. I believe this is the one last time. At least as far as... oh, actually, you know what? Fuck it. The phone is now down here. I hear it ringing. Okay, we throw ourselves down. That's where, like, the little fleshy, or at least the biggest part of the fleshy shit is. We walk our way down to here. You can kind of see, like, looking around and stuff. There's another telephone number we can call. Maybe I'll call, like, 2 or 3 of those at the end of this game. We'll see. Here is, like, I don't know. This kind of looks... oh, wow. There's, like, a dude standing there upstairs. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Anyway, I also don't know why that TV is showing up so perfectly in the reflection. It's like I moved it anyway. So, anyway, we go here in the back and answer the phone. And then as we do, we can turn around here. There's nobody on the phone. The lights kind of turn off behind us. Oh God, there's only one last light to go. And that is that. There's no like jump scare or anything. It's just the end of the game, the 4th ending. Martial law declared due to continued quarantine lockdown. It's kind of interesting. So you can kind of infer a little bit, and we'll get more of this handheld to us, but this area is like cursed, right? And so what that is like, you know, the curse is like growing. And what we just did by feeding that, everybody laughed. They got the bad ending, said Albert Einstein. So we're 4 through 6 endings of the way through this. To get the other... to get the good ending, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get grabbed to an alternate dimension. So I'm gonna do that, and I will be back in 2 seconds as soon as I figure out how I might go about that. So give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Alright, so my first theory is to throw myself in the hole out here, because I think that took us somewhere before, but I think it was a negative place. Oh great, I cannot see a fucking thing. So this is an area I don't particularly like, but I also don't hate it. So most of these kind of like are themed after movies and stuff. This one's kind of like a space movie a little bit, like you're just kind of out here in space and looking around and stuff. This area diverts into 3 paths. The right path will give you kind of more exposition for the story and stuff, and you can kind of like actually look at like things on the walls and stuff. Like, you know, you can see there's like coffins and shit. Here's like a little note that we can read. Looks like a report. Application is a curse finding. The curse is an ongoing study. The following findings may be out of date. Spawns as a byproduct of something. Similar properties known as radiation. Studies ongoing. It kind of seems like maybe it's talking about like whatever this is, because it kind of is giving off like radiation-ish vibes. So I said 3 paths before. Down the one path that we've gone down already was like more story. That way is a dead end path. Like you'll die if you go that way. Dead end in not a dead end meaning. This way though is the way to exit, which will get us to a phone that we can use to get the fuck out of here. I don't care for this map. There's nothing really going on here. And it's kind of boring. I don't want to like hate on any part of this game necessarily, but like this is kind of a fucking boring map. The aesthetic is nice. It feels kind of eerie. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with it implicitly. It's just like it's kind of boring. There's not a lot going on there. Okay, so yes, let's throw ourselves down here. We got 2 more body parts to get, and I don't necessarily really remember which ones we're looking for. So this is kind of a dud. This is like, I do think we can die here. I can't really remember. We're looking for a telephone to get out of here. I think we can throw ourselves, like off the ledge here where there's like some weird collision, and it should, put us, okay, there's the phone. All right. Well, for whatever reason, this one's pretty well over now that we've discovered the phone. So, all right. So we're 1, 2, okay. At least we've been discovering new ones of these. Like we haven't had a repeat loop yet. So let's throw ourselves down and see if we can get lucky a 3rd time. Oh, fuck me running. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right, we're back outside. Big money. Let's hope we get a very good parallel universe or alternate universe. I don't think this is, it's new, so we'll do this one. Let's see, there is a note here. Observation, one of them appears on the camera's conclusions. They're here. Oh, how eerie is that? So there are 3 switches in this area. This area, like, when you're not looking at something, it will just completely fucking change, and it's gonna fuck with your head crazy style. So 2 is on. You just have to keep track of which of these buttons that you have pressed and which ones you haven't. So we pressed 2. There's 3. And then we're looking for 1, obviously. It's like that old joke about like, oh, you want to get one over on, like, you want a good senior prank? Get 2 pigs and paint the numbers 1 and 3 on them, and they'll spend all day looking for 2. So anyway, that has been this alternate. I don't want to call it a universe because it's like, I don't know. Not quite what it is, but it's like little mini universes. So let's try this again. We're on our 4th shot. Give me a good one, please. Fuck, we've already been on this one. Okay, be back in a sec. I kind of figured it would prioritize places that I haven't been yet, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see. Hope we get lucky. Motherfucker. What I might do, I guess this one isn't that bad for us to leave where I would have to cut it or anything, but what I might do is just cut until I get a lucky roll, apparently, because I did not get nearly this lucky in all the times I played. Now, granted, I have done a lot more exploring than just this in previous playthroughs, less of like just a straight playthrough. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back whenever I actually have a new one of these to show off. So I'm just going to be throwing myself in that pit the whole time. Nothing special. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this is a new one, actually. This is one you have to be a little bit quick at. There's like this figure that floats around like slowly towards you like an enemy, and I can't really see it. It actually takes a little bit for it to spawn in, but usually whenever I see it, I'm dead, so I'm just going to make the most out of it while I can. Anyway, there's like a little gas station here. This inside structure never changes or anything. There's like this creature here. You don't have to worry about it. It don't like hurt you or anything. It just turns the screen blue. Anyway, we exit out here. We're just looking for, that kind of looks like a little bit of a heart drawing. We're just looking for the telephone out here, and it's in the middle of like this big tanker, I guess you could call it. Nice. Let's go back outside and give another jump in, and hopefully we get lucky once again. We've been lucky enough to get a lot of these, even though they're the more useless ones of the like alternate universes. At least they've been new. So, oh, nice. So this one's kind of funny. We're going to show you 2 things. Let's see. Which way is one of these ways, like the fucking wall just straight up doesn't have collision. Maybe I'll like kind of go through the wall. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is like maybe how you would think that you kind of go through this. One of the employees spotted a person in the parking lot. The next day, the outside cameras were gone. Conclusion, involvement. So this is how you standardly exit this area. Another thing I want to show is you can look through the walls and like read stuff. You put your head back in right now. P.S. It's a feature, but don't ever do this again. It only works on this level. It doesn't work anywhere else. Casper, if you're reading this, I'm sorry I failed. I couldn't fix the clipping. Please forgive me. Please player send flowers to Casper's house. Here's his address, 1243 Street Ave, left to Tim's house. You can also see there's like more Komodo dragons outside. Allow me to introduce you to my girlfriend. She goes to another school. And then there's like a little blush thing there. Those Komodo dragons. Anyway, this one actually is important, if you can believe it. You have to take all of these fucking blenders down. Not a joke. I will be back whenever I have all of these fucking blenders on the floor. Give me just 2 seconds. Alright, we're coming down on the last couple of blenders. I think that's the last one. All the other ones are on the floor. So we just take the last blender and then the floor falls out from underneath of us. Thankfully, like I said, it's not that involved. It's kind of boring, honestly. Maybe I could like... I don't really think I could knock down the other ones with like one blender and make that any quicker, but okay, there's a note there. Let's take a look at that. What does it say? The monitors changed. They're showing places I don't recognize. Maybe the staff room isn't safe. I can't do this anymore. I'm out of here. Gonna say I slept on an ice cube or something and save myself before it gets me. If anybody's reading this, you're probably already screwed. Hey, if just wanting to leave was enough to leave, like I don't know why you just didn't do it. I wouldn't stay in this fucking place. Not for, I don't know. Never. No reason. Okay, so he's giving us like a little riddle here. He's like, you remind me so much of Jasper. Perhaps this realm does not simply corrupt. I don't know. Like I said, it's all just riddles with this motherfucker, and like, he doesn't say anything that interesting. So I'm gonna have to, well, I guess let's give it one more shot. Let's do one more now that since I can just leave this area. I actually know the last place that we're looking for. Shit. But if I do, well, actually, if I know the last place, we're actually good. So is this it? Fuck. I fucking hate this place. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, cool. So this is the last area we're looking for. Let's take a look at this note here and see what it says. An employee disappeared from the staff room. They were using one of the VHS tapes. Conclusion, the tapes are involved somehow. So all of these like little like hallways have a number over top of them. I think it's 976. Let's do 9756. That's how we'll get the see, 9 and then 7. I'll probably get this T totally wrong, but that's fine. 6 and then where the hell is 5 behind me? That probably isn't right. Okay, no, that was it. 9765. Cool. So we got the torso. Now we can just listen for where the phone is, and if you do it right, like enough times, like where the phone is ringing, that's how you escape this area. So cool. There is the phone to grab on the wall, and very nice. So we've just got to give this torso to that guy, and we've got all 6 of the parts given away and where they belong and stuff like that. 9765. We'll also need that because we actually have to go down and talk to these guys about, like, you know, what the next step is and stuff. Anyway, so we'll give this guy the torso. There you are, Mr. Redman. 9765. Yes, sir. Senor Emmanuel Hernandez Maria del Carmen the 14th. All right. So they're saying we have to do a ritual of some kind and that it's going to hurt. So meet me in the church and we can begin. Now, of course, we know the church from down here. I guess I shouldn't say of course. Alright, these bones are the main ingredient to the ritual he has to perform. While he's kind of yapping, I'm just going to shoot hoops here. I don't know. I mean, we've got to see, like, I can't understand this motherfucker at all anyway, so I'm not going to bother turning him up, and I'm sure you guys really can't either. My initial means were selfish. I did what I knew would only go poorly. Yap, master, am I right? Oh, yes, sir. Score 1. Distance, you know, half a meter. Okay, what if we do like a little Kobe shot here? We got any better luck there? Nah. Regardless, like, I don't really know how much exposition I can really explain to you here. Oh, hey, there's Tim. Maybe if we can hear him, we'll listen to him.
is an old friend and cohort of Cameron and I.
We commit crimes.
I wouldn't put it that way, but sure, we commit.
Crimes.
To put it briefly, Tim, Cameron, and I were all part of a cult, particularly the cult with no name. I joined the cult 175 years ago. Just 70 years ago, so too did Cameron join the cult. Over the years, we became wanted criminals from an organization of the name GIRS. Sound familiar?
The Galactic Internal Revenue Service. The one group you don't want to get noticed by.
They are lethal, efficient, and ruthless. Over the years, we have lost contact with the other members of the cult. For all we know, we may just be the last few remaining.
Hiding on Earth is only going to last so long before they found us.
In a desperate attempt to hide our presence, I attempted a ritual. It went poorly and caused the whole area surrounding us to become raptured by curse. We now have the means of reverting the curse energy. There is but one more thing I would have you do. Take the letter from the summon circle and bring it to the old wrestling ring. There should be a similar summon circle within the ring. All you must do is place the letter within, and the ritual will be complete. Thank you, and most of all, good luck.
Alright, well, at least we kind of got some explanation there. I know I just kind of let it play, whatever. So we've got a note here we can read. We have to bring it to the wrestling ring. Let me see how. Okay, to Senior Carmen. This is just like a note to him that's like, oh, I'm sorry that you died. I'm like, it's like really unfortunate. There's a finality to it. It's literally just like a note from one friend to another, like telling them goodbye. Bring the note to the ring. So we have to bring this note to the wrestling ring where there was. I know I haven't been reading every single note, and I know that the story is just convoluted and goofy, but at least as I understand it, he like died in the wrestling ring, and then they did a ritual there. Maybe the ritual was during the wrestling match or something like that. Regardless, it don't super matter, I guess. He died, the senior guy, Senior Gonzalez, whoever the fuck, he died, and... Fuck, I'm in my head already. He died in a wrestling match, and now for some reason, because of a botched curse, this whole fucking store is all cursed. That's at least how I get it. So I hope you've gotten your gotcha while you were here, because now you put the note in here. We've done the objective, and we can see the, I think we're getting lifted up too. So all this kind of like lifts up. I guess I'll take this like little light here. It'll help us. No, it won't. But anyway, so there is that. And I guess we'll listen to Tim. He'll probably have something to say, right?
Is that your car out front? Very nice.
Well, sorry, I thought he might have a little something more to say than talking up our car. And here is the red cultist guy. Any longer, we would have been obliterated to another realm entirely. Hey, the door is all gone. So the curse has been lifted. And if we don't believe him, we can look outside and take a little peeksy doodle and see that it is, I have decided, I guess I'm maybe not going to make... You know what? Actually, we can make a call. I think the phone still works, so... Anyway, he's telling us to just go look outside. I'm just shooting hoops while we're kind of waiting there. So yes, here is outside. It actually looks nice for once. It's not kind of shithole dark, fucking monsters all over the place. Oh, hey, here's the Manger. We can also listen to see what he has to say exactly.
Well, look who it is. Sleep overnight in your car, eh? Yeah, I've been there before. You remember to clock out a tree, right? I left your pay for the night on the customer service counter. Anyway... I'm just gonna chill here some more. Can't have enough air in the lungs. Oh, and, have a nice day, I guess.
Well, I guess, whenever all you really have are, like, lungs, a torso, a head, and a nose and stuff, you can, I guess, appreciate your lungs a little more. So we at least registers the fact that we stock stuff and everything. It doesn't register we clean the floor, but fuck it. Pick up the paycheck at the customer service desk. So here's our little paycheck. We can see how we did. Looks like, wow, I actually spent more money than I made this time, so that's a new achievement for me. Pay to the order of my Steam name from the month 14.2 Hernandez Street, Tuesday. What the fuck? That's an interesting name for a town. 9/21 current year. Authorized signature, just literally a stamp of the manager. Do you feel like a hero yet? What is that from? That sounds familiar. But anyway, yeah, this place is less creepy. Let's just make let's just dial something. I'm just going to call 911 and we'll see what happens.
Hello, 911. What is your emergency? Hello? Another prank call, huh? All right. So you think this is all fun and games when I've been sitting at this phone for the last half hour doing nothing? Ah! Ah! You kids need to learn some respect.
All right, very funny. I like our new objectives. Go outside, touch grass, stop playing. We can't do that. We got a game for a little bit longer. We just are wrapping stuff up. You can see there's still our outlines around, which are pretty weird. I didn't know that they move. They have like idle animations. That's odd. Back here, you can actually see that like most of the backish area has been removed. It's kind of odd here, but hey, look, in place of it, there is an extreme employee only ball pit, $5 for 1 minute of extreme circumstances. So, you can get in here. There's an achievement supposedly for standing in here for 5 minutes. I actually think it's more like a minute based on what I was reading on an achievement thing. Shit, there was something else. Oh, I believe it's in reference. I was looking at the achievement's name. It said something like, remember DashCon? I believe that it was, okay, wait, we can read here. Senior Emmanuel Hernandez Maria del Carmen the 14th Goliath was critically injured this week after suffering a terrible 8-story fall through a window. Goliath is said to have irreparably damaging his arm, legs, and face, and what doctors are describing as the worst limb trauma they've seen in decades. Doctors state it's unlikely he'll ever walk again, let alone wrestle. Damn. Oh, maybe like the wrestling ring, something tragic happened there, and then like after that is like when they did this cultist thing. Oh shit, I forgot about this too. So, that just says some shit in French. We just press the button and then it explodes. So I guess technically I think this is an ending. I don't know. I miscounted the endings. Local convenience store wiped clean off the face of the earth. Closed the month under renovation. It was that achievement's in reference to DashCon. I don't know if you remember that. I didn't realize, bro, you were this close. Damn, bro, that sucks, bro. Yeah, because we were like maybe 10 extra seconds and we would have gotten a different ending. It would be funny like if each playthrough was like an ending, so like I had to play all the fucking way back through to get back to that, but thankfully that's not the case. We're back here where our check is. So 2 different endings. There are like 2 different good endings here that you can get. One of them is to take this car, and that is the first ending. The month, opening new stores all across the nation. The month. This shit is about to go viral. Just you wait and see, says manager of the original The Month chain store. So that is the first good ending. Wow, I can't believe we played through this all the way. Thank you so much for to play my game. Italian plumber guy that my cousin Tanner really likes. I'm trying to think when he says that. The Mario, because I'm pretty sure he says it in like one of the earlier voiced ones. Like maybe it's like something for the Game Boy even. I don't know. It sounds familiar. Anyway, we got our check there. So the other ending, the final ending, the last good ending is to join the cult, and you do that by coming up here, picking up the check, and after you've gotten your check and you're a winner, you can go down to what the fuck. Oh, okay, that was just this like dropping blows. It just sounded like thundering, and I was like, what the fuck is going on now? And they welcome us back. I noticed you were rather helpful during all this, so they ask us to join their crime ring of tax evasion, which is very fucking funny to me because like you would Wait, commit tax fraud? Yes, please. You would kind of assume that tax fraud is like the last step of that, you know, not like the first step. Like, how do we make our income? Like, I just made negative $65, bro. I'm not paying taxes on anything. Oh, hey, there's Tim. Oh, nice. We just sign on the dotted line. Sign here. Dirk Jr. Contract is all signed. Tim's just kind of kicking it with his feet up, and welcome.
My card? Sorry, pal. I'm fresh out of samples.
Welcome us to the cult proper. So, or not the cult, and it's also, they call it the cult of nothing. It's like they don't really worship anything, it doesn't seem to me. Anyway, 3 figures wanted on suspicion of tax fraud and video game piracy. They're investigating a group of 3 dangerous individuals, blah, blah, blah. I like this down here. This is my favorite fucking thing. Pictured on the right, the group of suspects currently under police investigation, along with an innocent citizen who wanted a photo. So you can see there's Tim, there's the cultist guy, there's us, and then there's fucking Maninger. Store owner endorses piracy by selling media illegally created, quoted as saying, "Ain't hurting me." Oot milk, the next stage in human evolution. So we can at least see what the end game kind of quote is. In the end, I guess the real survival horror was the friends we made along the way, said Tim from accounting. Wow, how sweet. Thank you, Tim from accounting, for that beautiful end there, I guess. And thank you to the guys who made this. It's like Skell Dev Crew or something. It's kind of fun. I actually like this game. If you thought you might enjoy like kind of fucking around with some more of the store stuff, like on the shelves and stuff, maybe you should get this game and give it a crack. I'm interested to see what these guys come up with next. I was looking at their socials. Their Twitter is deleted, which is kind of fine because I deleted mine too a while back. So that's like to say, like, I don't think they were like taken down for anything problematic. They were just like, you know, just deleted it or whatever. But having said that, I don't know what these guys are working on now, because that's usually how I look and see what devs are working on and stuff. So they had a Discord, but I didn't want to join it and then just like say nothing and then leave and, you know, not interact with them in any way, just to figure out what they've been doing. But I think we can interact with the extra menu, super extra menu. Let's take a look at, damn, they really got me. So here you go. This is your little gift from me to you here at the end of this Let's Play. I guess I'll see you guys all next week. That's all for Employee of the Month. Maybe one day, before too long, we might get Employee of the Year. Who even knows? Who even knows? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week. Later.